Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, please consider hitting that subscription button because today we are going to talk about Astral Chain on the Nintendo Switch. This is Platinum Games' latest entry into their awesome library of titles like Transformers and Bayonetta. It's a Nintendo Switch exclusive, and what caught my eye initially, what made me really want to try this game out, was when I saw just how action-packed it looked and the graphics. Everything about it captivated me. I was like, I need to try that game out. So I've spent the last few days sinking the teeth into Astral Chain to find out what I thought about it, and I'm going to share it with you guys in today's video. So Astral Chain, what is it about? Well, you play as a character in the distant future who's part of a police force that is tasked with taking care of creatures called chimeras. These chimeras cause a lot of havoc. They're able to go through interdimensional portals and gates, and they're just not good. And luckily, you're able to actually capture certain chimeras progressively through the game using your device. This device allows you to control them to help you in combat. They use certain abilities and skills to help you solve cases, and overall, they're just real handy. And when you capture them, they are called legions. So the big gameplay mechanic aspect of Astral Chain is to use legions for your advantage. And there's different types of legions. There's like a beast legion that you can ride. There's a legion that shoots arrows. There's a legion that basically has like two big arms that can pick up heavy stuff. And there's a variety of them. There's one with like a big bad sword and everything. They're kind of like helpful, evil creature robot type of things. But they add a very interesting gameplay mechanic to Astral Chain that I really haven't seen anywhere else. So pardon me if I'm a little impressed with how Astral Chain kind of integrated the concept. In addition to the basic combat mechanics, which are similar to like Bayonetta and other Platinum games, the Legion aspect of it was actually really neat, and there's a real in-depth like tutorial and series of like things that you can learn using them to your advantage, to like chain jump and everything like that. You're tied with like a chain, an astral chain. I guess that's where the name of the game comes from, and you're able to move them around and control them, kind of like a secondary co-op character. Or they can move freely while they're out and they can attack and stuff like that. They have a cooldown though. If they're out too long, they will eventually go back into your wrist and you have to kind of like let it cool down and things like that. But it was really neat. I actually like that aspect of it. So I don't know. It was pretty cool. Now, this game does have a couple of different play styles. It does default to a casual play style that makes combinations and, you know, the gameplay overall a little bit more easier. But there is ranked gameplay, which gives you a little bit more in way of bonuses and unlockables and stuff. There's a lot of unlockables in this game, a lot of customizational type of stuff for your characters, because you are able to customize your character. You can change their gender, their hair, the way they look, things like that. So if you're a completionist and you like games that have a little bit of RPG elements as far as customizational options go, you're more than welcome to get your fill here. Now, the legions are also customizable and upgradable. As you progress through the different levels, you'll find these things called red matter, which are like traces that the chimeras leave in the real world. These red matter help add, I guess, points or currency to your total at the end of the levels. And between levels, you can, at Police HQ, you can upgrade your weapons. You can actually upgrade your legions to have certain abilities and skills, new attacks, things like that. So it's a lot of RPG elements as far as I'm concerned, but I wouldn't say it's a traditional RPG in the sense of the way that the gameplay mechanics and everything work. It's more of an action game, I would say, an action RPG, just like any other Platinum game. I would say that this game gave me a little bit of a vibe of Bayonetta combined with a Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was made by a completely different studio. So it does have that little feel to it and everything. There's a lot of voice acting, a lot of cutscenes, a lot of movies and stuff, and the story does progress rather in-depthly. I was impressed with just how much to the story there was. You know, I couldn't really sink into the plot for a little bit, but then after the initial prologue and everything, and once things get going and you see certain plot twists and stuff, it starts to really get good. So don't fret on the game kind of being a little bit mysterious as far as like certain things and situations go. Play through the game a little bit. So there's about 12 chapters of the game. By the midway, you have at least a good 4 different legions that really allow you to really see how the gameplay mechanic works with the legions. You know, it takes a while to get these legions, and you know, a lot of the levels are designed in the same aspect. You start off, you search kind of like a certain area of a map using your iris. The iris is kind of like Asylum, Arkham Asylum, where Batman can use like some kind of like sonar thing to like find clues and hints to what's going on. Then eventually it leads you to the interdimensional gate where you enter the area where the Chimera is at. You fight the Chimera, you capture it, it becomes your Legion, and you progress to the next area. So it kind of gets a little repetitive with the setup of how certain areas and chapters are, I guess, developed or whatever, but by no means is it a bad game at all. I saw other websites and everything rank this game like in the high 8s or the high 9s. I guess I could say, you know what, for the most part, it is solid, especially for a Nintendo Switch game. And I know a lot of people were kind of like, stop making excuses for Nintendo Switch, the system's subpar, like ports and games are just terrible, whatever. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, Platinum Games did it right. Not too many game companies can willfully say that they put a game on the Nintendo Switch that did not need a day one patch. Yeah, praise Jesus. Astral Chain didn't need a day one patch, and there's not a lot wrong with it. Honestly, if I was to complain about anything, I would say that I would have liked to see, you know, kind of like, I guess, extras added onto it, like maybe something online related, maybe some online play, because there is co-op, there is slight co-op, local co-op stuff in here, but I would like to see an online co-op integrated inside of this, or maybe some kind of battle mode with the legions, being able to like have a legion versus legion, or a little bit more in way of difference of how some of the levels are put together, because again, it's mostly like investigate, find the dimension portal, go to it, capture the Legion and stuff. But there is some slight exploration elements in order to find like different chests and item box and stuff scattered throughout certain areas of the game. There's a lot of customizational options, like I said. The gameplay mechanics, if you've played like any other Platinum game, it is just like that, like Bayonetta and stuff like that. But now there's that addition of the Legions, which I feel make it feel unique enough in its own right. You know, these legions actually automatically attack to anything that they're close by. You can actually wrap enemies around in their chain during combat and yank them or pull them. You can do chain jumps. You can use their abilities, their weapons to take advantage of it. I feel that the combat system itself was very solid. There was not many hiccups as far as I'm concerned with Astral Chain. And the main gameplay mechanics were just unique enough, strong enough, and fun enough. I mean, learning how to use the Legion in different creative types of ways was actually really entertaining for me. I enjoyed this game much more than I thought I would to even begin with. I thought it was just going to be kind of like your standard, you know, video game that just has you completing missions mindlessly and stuff, because we've been getting a lot of that as far as AAA and third-party games go. But Astral Chain managed to just have enough and a little bit more to keep my attention going just a little bit longer. Overall, I was impressed. So it was pretty robust, impressive. For a Nintendo Switch game, I felt that it was up there in way of entertainment and gameplay style and the way that it was developed. I probably would rank Astral Chain a top 15 Nintendo Switch game right from the get-go, guys. So I was very happy overall with Astral Chain. I thought it was a lot of fun to play, and if you haven't tried it out yet, it is worth a look. I definitely do put it in the top 15, so get it at Walmart or something. Walmart, pro tip, $10 cheaper than GameStop and everywhere else. So you can't go wrong with $49 for a solid action-packed game that has a lot of time and campaigns and stuff. I mean, I was like 6 hours in and only not even halfway through the game. So check it out. I highly recommend it. On the 8-bit Eric game grading scale, I would say an 8. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Don't forget to smash that like on the way out. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.